Dear Mirae Asset investors, hi, this is Robert from Mirae Asset Sekuritas Indonesia. I am the head of the research team. Prior to joining Mirae Asset, I had more than a decade of experience in several of the country's most prominent banking and capital market institutions. Despite several external risks, we observe several sectors that are still under-penetrated and could offer significant growth potential for the country. The decline in commodity prices, rising geopolitical tensions, and domestic political uncertainty due to the general election process have the potential to limit the upside movement of Indonesia's capital market in the first semester of 2024. Despite the potential rebound, most of the country's main export commodities such as CPO, coal, and nickel are still in a downward movement trend, raising concerns about possible lower income from exports. Following several armed conflicts, wars, and invasions from other countries in the Red Sea, Gaza, and Ukraine respectively, we should prepare for increased volatility from the changing geopolitical landscape. However, with the potential for lower interest rates and a clearer outcome of the elections, a more aggressive investment strategy is needed to embrace the potential rally of equity and bonds in the second semester of 2024. When combined with a healthy fiscal balance, we see that equities and bonds have the potential to be in a better position in the longer term. The average fiscal balance deficit over the past 4 quarters is only 0.2% of GDP, and it has been in surplus for the past 3 quarters. Additionally, the debt service ratio has shown significant improvement compared to several periods before the pandemic. Relative to GDP, population, and compared to other countries in Asia, Indonesia has one of the lowest penetration rates for financial products, car sales, fixed broadband users, and cement consumption. M2 to GDP ratio is only 40% compared to Vietnam, Singapore, and Thailand of 146, 123, and 122% respectively. Annual car sales volume is only 0.4 units per every 100 people population compared to South Korea, Malaysia, and Thailand of 2.4, 1.8, and 1 unit respectively. According to Kearney Research, Indonesia's fixed broadband penetration rate is only 18% compared to Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines of 54, 50, and 34% respectively. Cement consumption per capita is only 228 kilograms compared to Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand of 615, 535, and 507 kilograms respectively. We view this as an exponential upside potential, especially when coupled with anticipated technological advancements, which are expected to further accelerate growth in these respective sectors. Indonesia has 213 million of internet users, equivalent to 77% of the total population of 277 million. Excluding the periods of the pandemic and the global financial crisis, in a scenario of declining interest rates due to disinflation, the financial and consumer sectors typically demonstrate outperformance. We observed 2 periods between the global financial crisis and the pandemic when interest rates descend from their peak. Several large-cap stocks in the consumer non-cyclical sector consistently outperformed the JCI, followed by several big-cap stocks in the financial sector. Therefore, we set a JCI target of 8,100 in the long term 2024, especially after monetary policy easing and a more clarity on election winners. It implies a 14% to 15% of PE ratio with a 5% to 6% of year-on-year estimated EPS growth. JCI deserves a higher valuation compared to other developing countries due to similar profitability and risk-free factor. Countries with lower risk-free rate tend to have higher valuation. Dear Mirae Asset investors, thank you for your attention. Terima kasih. My name is Robert, the head of research team at Mirae Asset Sekuritas Indonesia, and we wait for your investment in Indonesia.